I look like a worm right now. Dark, gloomy, and supposed to storm really bad later. But I am done. I found this copy at Goodwill for $1.69. Funny, cutesy banter and stuff. This book is bonkers. Okay, so I have never done a 24-hour readathon before, and I do eventually want to do a true 24-hour readathon where like I actually try to stay up for 24 hours straight. But that's not what today is, for two reasons. One, I've never done this before, so I kind of want to ease into it. But two, I have a lot going on. Tonight I have to go to a soccer game, and then tomorrow I have to pack and then hit the road going back home for Christmas, and then the next day I'm home and all kind of stuff. So I'm going to break this up ideally into 2 days, but it might be into 3, and I'm probably gonna have to do some reading on the road, which scares me because I get car sick, so I might do some like audio reading. This is the book I am currently on, How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I've already started it, but I'm not very far into it. Anyways, I am done babbling. Yeah, my hair looks atrocious. I'm gonna have to like do it before I go to the soccer game, but I didn't want to do it right now. I want to read. So I don't know where to put you for the lighting to be best, because it would be like here, but you can't see me there. So here maybe for now. Maybe that'll do. I've got my festive mug, which is a nutcracker. And it's like turquoise on the inside. I'm obsessed. I think you're going to be seeing this video after Christmas, so I do apologize for that. But it's fine. Right, let's set a timer. Get out of my face, would ya? Where's my phone? Maybe that's where I should set my timer. I swear I would leave my head in a million different rooms if it was not attached. Okay, the lighting should adjust because this is ridiculous. Why am I so dark? Okay, my battery's about to die, so let's get up one more time, change the battery, go pee, and then we're ready. Okay, so it's been several hours, but I've been reading for like 3 hours and 17 minutes. I am about halfway through the book. It's pretty pathetic, I think, but I have to go to a soccer game. It is about an hour and 15 minutes away. So there and back will give me about 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna listen to the audiobook and then read some more hopefully when I get home. Then we're gonna start the next one. This definitely isn't, like I mentioned before, all gonna be done in one day. I just wanna see how much I can read in 24 hours. I don't know if this is good progress. I really don't think it is. I think I'm a slow reader, but I don't actually know. So far, I am liking this. I like the banter. I like that it is pretty quick, like fast-paced. It's definitely cheesy, but it's a cheesy that I don't mind. And we're finally getting to the point where the rivals are rivaling a little less harshly. Like they hate each other a little less, I'm thinking. So making some fun, good progress. I feel like the rest of it's going to really speed through as they cross the bridge from rivals to maybe lovers. Yeah, that's where we're at now, and I'm going to listen to the next bit. Maybe finish it, I don't know, but we'll see. I'll update you probably when I get back home after the games. And it's going to be freezing, and I'm not looking forward to it. Okay, so I just got back from the game. I was wrong. That book is not on Spotify where I listen to books. And so that whole 2.5 hours I thought I was going to have listening to books did not happen. I haven't made any more progress. I'm still at 3 hours and 17 minutes of reading that has been accomplished. So now my boyfriend is about 45 minutes to an hour from getting home. So I'm going to use that time to read some more, and I'm sure I'll read in bed, you know, before going to sleep, but that was just an update. I haven't read any more since I last saw you a few seconds ago. For me, it was hours and hours since dark outside. I wore a Santa hat because I don't have any other kind of hat to keep me warm, and it was below 34 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it was freezing literally, I think, or it's 32 freezing. I have so much to do. Okay, my boyfriend is streaming in the other room, so you might hear him in the background, but it's been like over a week since I read. It's now New Year's Day, and I was reading on Christmas, so we're just gonna jump right back into it. I still have my timer, like, my timer's still there. But I finished reading How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, and I didn't start it at the beginning of this, but in 7 hours and 39 minutes, I finished most of it. So I want to give a little non-spoiler recap and review of what I thought about it. Ignore how I look. My extensions aren't in. I don't have any makeup on. I'm wearing the hood because my hair is dirty as all get out, but I just need to read. Okay, so I think I want to give this book 4 stars. At the beginning of my reading journey a few months ago, I was really just giving a lot of 5 stars to things, and I think I'm gonna tone that back because I'm getting more books under my belt, so like I'm learning more of like what I actually like and what's actually good. I think I'm gonna give this a 4 star. So first Christmas book I ever read was The Christmas Fix, and it took a while for me to actually like it because nothing much was happening. It was just like a normal town kind of thing, and I'm used to fantasy at the moment. But this got into funny, cutesy banter and stuff really early on, which I liked. I thought it was funny, but I mean, it was a little cringy. It was a little cringy, but I still did like it. Yeah, I mean, it was fast-paced enough. It's not like super thin. I mean, it's not super thick, but it's not like a super thin book, but I think it was pretty fast-paced, so I did like it. I liked it more than The Christmas Fix because of how quickly I was able to actually get into it and stay invested, but I did end up loving The Christmas Fix too, but that's not what we're talking about. This, I'm gonna give 4 stars. I think it was really cute. I think it was funny, all the little, like, you know, this is very Grinch-like, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. There was a lot of little, like, Easter eggs of stuff from the Grinch and just, like, Dr. Seuss-like stuff in general, which I thought was really cute and funny. I would only really enjoy that, I think, for, like, a Christmas book and not just for, like, any old kind of book. 4 stars. I do recommend it. It's funny, for sure. But now I want to read something shorter just to feel motivated to get more books read. So I'm going to pick something that this wasn't like normally on my TBR, but I got it in a blind date with a book box, and it's a small book, and so I want to give it a go. Okay, so it's this book right here, The Love of My Life. It is a like psychological thriller mixed with a love story gone wrong. It's very thin, so I'm hoping I can get through this quickly. I never knew anything about this. Is basically like a wife, husband, kids, and she has been living a lie, and he is an obituary writer, and so he, because of his job, finds out that the woman he's married to doesn't actually exist. So then he has to figure out, you know, who she really is, and all this darkness from her past and her life comes up. And yeah, so psychological thriller and a sad love story. So I'm hoping it's good. I love psychological thrillers, so we will see. It's not very long. Hopefully I can get through this one quickly, and then I'm going to move on to something on my TBR that I'm really excited to read, but we'll get to that shortly. Please ignore the state of my room and the state of me. I look like a worm right now, but officially finished The Love of My Life. Okay, I can't math off the top of my head on how long it took me, but I have 9.5 hours left in the 24-hour readathon. I went to sleep without turning off my timer, so it ran through the night. So I had to kind of guesstimate how long I actually read for, which was just such a headache, but I actually really liked it. So I mean, even from the beginning, I did like it, but I think maybe like halfway through it was like a 3-star read, which isn't bad, but this is a 4-star for me. This was so good. There were twists and turns multiple times throughout the story that I didn't expect. Usually there's like one big twist. I mean, that's kind of like what you expect. And so when there's a twist, it's like, okay, now we're gonna figure out, then there was another twist. Then there was another twist, which I just loved, and all in this compact little book. It was so good. There was a part that we went into seeing someone's point of view who had psychosis, which was just crazy. Like it was really cool, but it was crazy. And then just the heartbreak and agony of loss. Like it didn't make me cry, but there was heartache. It was really good. It was a good mystery, a good love story, and just, I wouldn't call it a thriller, but it was a psychological mystery, I would say. So I definitely recommend this 4-star read, which I didn't expect from this book that I've never heard anything about. And like the cover is just kind of so-so, like it just looks like an ordinary book, but it was really good. So if you ever come across this book or you want to go out of your way to find it, pick it up because it was really good. Now I'm super excited to start The Silent Patient. I've seen so much about this, and I found this copy at Goodwill for $1.69. What a steal. So like it's been used, it's a little crinkly, but like the spine has been broken, which we don't like, but it's fine. It was $1.69 instead of like 13, 14, 15, however much it is in stores or online. So I'm very excited to read this. If you don't know anything about it, it's about this woman who like shoots her husband in the face like 5 times or something like that, then goes silent and doesn't speak a word. And so it's like I think we're following along a psychiatrist or something like that, trying to figure out what the heck happened, what happened with her, what went down, why did she do that, and why did she go silent. And I'm so excited to read this. So let's get into it. I have 9.5 hours left. Hopefully I can finish this in that time. Okay, I look absolutely disgusting and I apologize, but I keep forgetting to give like little updates as I'm reading. So when I was about halfway through this, I'm a little over halfway through now. When I was halfway through, I'm like, I know what it is. Like I figured it out. But then I realized I was halfway through the book, which means I was nowhere close. There's gotta be a twist coming. But so far, I am loving this. I guess we're kind of trying to figure out, like initially you're like, why did she kill her husband? But then you're coming along of like, but did she kill her husband or did somebody else do it? And why won't she say anything? And it's like, it's so exciting. But then we're also getting backstory into the psychotherapist, which is very interesting because he comes from a background of issues and he has, you know, a wife and like a family of his own that we learn about, and we're going back and forth with like his past and his present, and then we're going along with her past and her present, and I am eating it up. I am sad that I'm almost done. Like, I'm trying so hard to anticipate what the twist could be. I'm assuming there's a twist, but I cannot figure it out because anything that I think I've got, I know is wrong because I'm not far enough, like I'm not at the end. I feel like this is gonna be the kind of thing that we figure out right at the end. So we're gonna keep going, but I'm so excited. Right now I'm rating it like a 4-star. Like I'm trying not to be too 5-star heavy with all of my reads because I tend to be, but right now I'm gonna say 4 stars. This book is bonkers. Like, I'm obsessed. 5 stars. 5 flippin' stars. Oh my gosh. This is a book I don't think I'm ever going to stop thinking about. So definitely a twist. There was multiple times that I was like changing my mind on what I thought was happening. It was so good. Like, I don't want to say too much and spoil it, obviously. Oh my gosh, I look so crappy right now. I'm sorry. But it was so good. So if you're someone and you're worried like, oh, I don't want to read a story that's like scary or even like gross, you know, like this isn't like, it's not gross, it's not scary, nothing like that. It's just good. And I am unbelievably fascinated with psychology. Like, I missed my calling. I should have studied it and gone into a career in psychology because I'm obsessed with it. And I'm obsessed with thriller mystery kind of things anyway. So this was the perfect combination because we're following a psychotherapist, which is more than just a regular therapist. Like, they're dealing with like crazy people, and I loved it. But we're following the psychotherapist, and he has his own issues, which is super fascinating. And then the patient, the silent patient, has her own issues, which is super fascinating. And then you're looking into issues of other people's lives. And then there's, of course, the thrilling mystery of like what actually happened. And like, that's exciting. But there's so much psychology in it, and I'm obsessed. Like, this book was so good. Like, I almost want to read it again. I don't have that kind of time. But like, I want to read it again because it would be fun to go back through knowing what happens, and so then going back through and like seeing all the tiny little clues that I'm sure are there. Oh my gosh, this was so good. 5-star read, 1000%. I have about 3.5 hours left of my 24-hour readathon, so I don't think that's enough time to finish a book, but maybe it is. I'm going to try to pick a thin book, so hopefully I can get it done. Okay, so I have decided to do A Court of Frost and Starlight. This has been on the list for a while, since the beginning. This is the first series I started reading once I got back into reading, like back in October. So this is next. It's pretty short. Based on my calculations, if I can read this in the same speed that I read The Silent Patient, it would take me about 3 hours and... can't math, close to 4 hours. I have 3.5 hours left on my timer, so I might be able to get it done, but I also have other stuff I need to do. Like, I desperately want to shower. I feel disgusting. I look disgusting. You don't need to tell me. I already know. So I was thinking of maybe going to take a shower right now to like refresh. I've just been sitting down for a few hours reading, so I want to like refresh. Maybe I'll have it playing on audiobook while I'm in the shower. The audiobook takes over 6 hours. It would not take me that long to read this. I do play it on a faster speed, but if I play it too fast and I like drift, you know, like my mind goes elsewhere, I'm going to miss a lot. So I am excited to finally read this, and then I'm scared though, because then that opens me up to having to read the last book that's out right now. And that book is thick. It's like that thick, and that intimidates the hell out of me. I might attempt that next month, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna shower, audiobook this biatch, and then I'll come back to you when I'm physically reading it and give you a little update.
Chapter 1. Feyre. The first snow of winter had begun whipping through Valaris an hour earlier.
Okay, I'm sorry if you hear stuff in the background, like the AC, or I should say the heat and the water and all that is making noise. But anyways, so now that I'm out of my shower and I'm dressed and everything, listening to the audiobook made it 3 chapters in. I'm on the 4th chapter. I think I'm gonna read maybe a chapter, then blow dry my hair, and then I'm gonna go get some food because it's 12:30 and I'm very hungry, but I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer because I'm crazy. But yeah, we're gonna read chapter 4 now and then continue on with the day. Okay, so my time is officially up and I'm not done with the book, which is annoying, but I kind of expected that. I'm mostly through it though, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish it and then I'll come back and tell you what I think about the book, but I'm just gonna update you then my time is up. Yeah, I want to say I'm 2/3, if not 3/4 of the way done. So it shouldn't be too much longer. And I'll be right back with an update. By the way, it is perfect reading weather today. You can't tell, but it is dark, gloomy, and supposed to storm really bad later. So I'm actually kind of excited because then I can read some more. But yeah, I'll be back in a moment to let you know how this book is. Okay, I'm finally done. I was gonna see how long it took me to finish, but I forgot, so I don't know how long it took, but I am done. This was hard to get through, mostly because of the books I just read were different, and compared to the other ACOTAR books, this is just a little fluffer. So, you know, there's nothing much to it. I'm going to rate it 3 stars. I honestly kind of want to rate it like lower, but because of what it is, I'm taking that into account. I'm going to say 3 stars. It was cute. It had some good feeling, like mushy gushy stuff, which that's fine. They finally had some calm after several storms that they had to go through. So it was good. It was cute. It was hard to get through purely because like I am mentally ready for like a different genre or just a different book in general. So like that kind of thing. I have learned I am a mood reader, big time, but I don't have like much to report on this. Everyone pretty much knows this is just the little fluffer novella that's in the series, so it is what it is. I'm going to rate it 3 stars. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this very first, very chaotic 24-hour readathon. Next time I'm going to do better. I'm going to be better at it and just... But at some point I might try a 24-hour all the way through readathon, which scares me, but eventually I'm gonna do one of these once a month. So if you like this, be sure to subscribe because I will be doing them often. I think it's a good way to get through the TBR, you know, because it kind of pushes you to read. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.